It's Mother's Day, y'all. Beautiful day. It really is. We all know Mother's Day is every day, really, but we designated a particular day, a particular Sunday, to kind of honor our mothers. It's a hell of a thing, too. Now, some people don't know what they're missing on Mother's Day. Now, when I say you got some people that's missing on Mother's Day, I don't mean missing like they stuck in traffic, some shit like that. No, I'm talking about missing because of a choice or just the ability not to really just give a fuck about their moms. Yeah. Them type of missing motherfuckers. Yeah. They out there, y'all. And I want to talk about a few of those motherfuckers today on Mother's Day. I know it should be a beautiful day and no one should be trying to seek forms of vengeance on people that neglect and abuse their mothers. Should be a peaceful day. Well, me being a heroic nigga, someone's got to do it. And I don't have a problem doing it, making somewhat of a form of war today on motherfuckers that just neglect and just don't give a fuck about their motherfucking mothers. I'm going to put their asses in check. Or at least make them feel like shit that they are. That's just me. Sorry. Now, this is for those who's made a decision to believe that Mother's Day is an in vain day and it's a pagan holiday and it has no merit on the passage to the creator of the heaven and earth and the abyss. With all that I've just mentioned about your preference and belief of religion, I'm not going to say any names because I don't want anyone to be offended when I designate a particular name of these individuals, because there are people like these individuals that aren't part of that religious name. So I'm just going to leave that door out. But you got a good idea who the fuck I'm talking about. And they don't make them bad people. It's just, it makes them lack a form of reason of love from the creator, in a sense, because that same God, creator, the light, whichever name a person want to describe their supreme being's name. One thing we do know is that love comes from that, and it created us in its image. So he already knows we're going to do shit like this. Have holidays. Now, don't get me wrong. You got pagan holidays where people do things that's not against, that are against, I should say, the will of God. But God also knew that there were going to be days where man is just going to have a day to honor themselves. And I ain't going to have a problem with that, as long as they don't put themselves or the people that they putting up for accommodations, don't look at it and make it bigger than me, which is God. So that's cool. They're going to do that. So you ain't got a problem with a day like Mother's Day. Just don't. Because you just basically telling your mother that you love her. You appreciate all the things that she dealt with and understood and fixed you get the fuck out of when you was a kid, an adult, a grown-ass adult, making the same old fucked up mistakes you still make today. But yet, at the same time, that same woman you neglect and love and compassion and understanding her wisdom that she's telling you to stay the fuck out of these situations, and you do them your damn self and get back into, and you bring it around her on Mother's Day, she still won't smile and love you. Because she's your mother. And I don't give a fuck what anyone say. That should never be a day that's ever be excluded from any form of religion, regardless, because that is a hell of an honor, in spite of the fact that it takes one to admit that he or she is fucking up in life and still continue to receive and give and try to make amends with their mother, regardless. You gotta be heroic to do some shit like that. And guess what the mother is? She is the top of the line heroic individual, because in spite of all that, she was your mother and still your mother throughout the years before Mother's Day even came by once a year. Happy Mother's Day to those who don't believe, or their religion disables them to believe, if you will. Now, there's that other motherfucker out there too. Yeah. Now, this motherfucker out there that I'm talking to, that don't really understand Mother's Day. Yeah. I'm talking about that motherfucker that decided to go to college, get educated, get married to a woman a little bit out of his pricing range, but he was fortunate enough to go to a well university where you had people all over the country from different financial backgrounds. Finds one of them kind of women in the university, which is a hell of a come up for a brother in the hood. Yeah. Have children, get big house. Still paying off that college tuition though. Now that all stemmed and started from the implant of a woman that begat this particular individual, whether it's a male or female, and guided that individual all the way to the thresholds of a university that will give him vast knowledge of whatever it is that that particular individual feels that they can obtain by going to that university. And that mother somehow sacrificed everything she possibly could, financial wise, but didn't neglect the meal to go in your stomach, nor the shoes and the clothes to walk around in, to make the stomach go empty, if you will. Kept a roof over their head. Made sure you had second and almost third best for Christmas. Now you didn't accomplish all the things that she instilled and laid out for you to go out and accomplish, and somehow you feel that your mom has gotten a little too old, a little bit too much of a burden, and you really just don't have the fucking time to take care of your mom at your own home, so you put her in a nursing home. And that woman that you married and found in that university, thanks to the help of the mother that you put in the nursing home, that somehow decided to work a couple more hours, pay a little more babysitter so you can get knowledge on how responsibility starts out and goes, and then somehow you end up in the university. Graduate, great job, wife, great job, beautiful children. That same woman, beautiful grandchildren. And you somehow forget to get some fucking flowers because you were invited to your wife's Mother's Day party because they haven't put her in a nursing home yet. And by the time you do decide that you need to get you some flowers, it's about 9:30 at night, and the nursing home closes at 9:45. And you only have several minutes to explain how you wasn't able to see her the whole entire fucking day. Motherfuckers like you need to be ran the fuck over, placed in the helicopter and flew as high as that motherfucker can go from the ground and get thrown the fuck out of. You need some of the most ridiculous, unimaginable shit to be done to you as a fucking human being by another heroic human being such as myself. And when I say that, not so much physically, but psychologically, spiritually, and the whole 9 yards, because you a dark motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Period.